Good evening. What's good, everybody? AB Media 83 here. And today we're going to be talking about man versus bear. For those of you who are not on TikTok, I do ask a question. Ask the question. Ask ladies a question. Who would you feel safer with in the woods? A man or a bear? And a lot of modern day women in their infinite wisdom said they would rather be in the jungle or forest with a bear. Now, what kind of bear they would rather be in the forest with? Who knows? You know, you got all kinds of bears. You got your. I know most modern women would want to be in the probably be in the jungle with. How can I say this? A panda bear, but that bear is usually found in Asia. That's not most likely the bear they're going to come in contact with. Um, well, you could go up northern region of the Earth, and you can go get a polar bear. But no, most likely the bear you're gonna meet in the forest is more than likely going to be well, it's more than likely going to be something like the grizzly bear. Now, a lot of women are going around saying, I'd rather be in a forest than with a grizzly bear than be with a man. Don't believe me? Listen to him for yourself. Hear for yourself.
I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because some of y'all are imbeciles, and it shows. A bear will not kidnap me. A bear will not break me. A bear will not dismember my body and leave it in a dumpster for my family to find. A bear will not have sexual intercourse with my unalived body. A bear will not lock me in a basement and make me his sex slave for the next 15 years. The worst a bear can do is kill me. And the way the world is going, is that the worst thing?
Uh, just as an FYI, you do realize that bear is likely going to dismember you and eat you and digest you and crap you out, right? Just as FYI, you do know it's probably going to be a closed casket funeral, right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um, but yeah, they would rather be in the forest with the bear. Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm using logic, but you know how these modern heifers change. This actually, is why I put in the description the failure of this is the failure of modern feminism. Feminism. These heifers, they got these heifers' heads so pumped up that they say dumb shit. I'm gonna play it again. They say dumb shit like this.
I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because some of y'all are imbeciles, and it shows. A bear will not kidnap me. A bear will not break me. A bear will not dismember my body and leave it in a dumpster for my family to find. A bear will not have sexual intercourse with my unalived body. A bear will not lock me in a basement and make me his sex slave for the next 15 years. The worst a bear can do is kill me. And the way the world is going, is that the worst thing? Uh,
Just as an FYI, you do realize that bear is likely going to dismember you and eat you and digest you and crap you out, right? Just as FYI, you do know it's probably going to be a closed casket funeral, right? I know. These chicks don't use logic, but yeah, there's a bunch of chicks on TikTok talking about they would rather be in the forest with a bear than with a man. Talking about how a man will unalive them. They refer to that poor girl that got dismembered by that white dude, and other cases of them being unalive, yada yada yada. So they think they're safer. They think they're safer with So they are literally going around saying they would be safer with a bear in the forest. Now, little fun facts about bears in general. Bears are huge, much bigger than the average human, uh, especially a grown bear. And you can't outrun a bear. In fact, they say it's better for you to play dead because there's no way you can physically outrun a bear. But this is who they would rather be in the forest with. I'm not making this up, fellas. These chicks would rather be in the forest with a grizzly bear. You can't make this shit up. Don't believe me? I see a couple people just come in. You don't believe me? These chicks would rather be in the forest with a grizzly bear than deal with a man. Okay, let's hear him for yourself.
I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because some of y'all are imbeciles, and it shows. A bear will not kidnap me. A bear will not break me. A bear will not dismember my body and leave it in a dumpster for my family to find. A bear will not have sexual intercourse with my unalived body. A bear will not lock me in a basement and make me his sex slave for the next 15 years. The worst a bear can do is kill me. And the way the world is going, is that the worst thing?
Uh, just as an FYI, you do realize that bear is likely going to dismember you and eat you and digest you and crap you out, right? Just as FYI, you do know it's probably going to be a close classic funeral, right? But this is who the chicks would rather be in the forest with. A grizzly bear. Can't make this shit up, man. These chicks would rather be get torn apart by a grizzly bear. By the way, I need to point something out because I would bet money most of these chicks talking this shit are the kind of chicks that like to mess with other people's children. And my question to them is, what do you think's gonna happen when you mess with that grizzly bear's children? Have you ever heard the term mama bear before? I know. I'm using logic. I'm using too much logic for, but yep, yes they do. They eat their prey alive. And as I said in my short, it's more than likely going to be a closed casket funeral. Because let's say that bear is hungry. What's the first place he's likely going to grab? Once you dead, what's the first place he's probably going to eat grab for? That face. So but these chicks talking about they would rather be in the forest with a bear. You can't make this shit up, man. You know what I'm tempted to do though? I'm tempted to put out a TikTok. Okay, since y'all want to be in the forest with a bear, I got a better question for you. Which would you rather be in the jungle with? A man or a honey badger? Now, just for context, the honey badger is smaller than the bear. However, the honey badger is not an animal you want to fuck with. And unfortunately, I don't have a picture of a honey badger right now, but that's not an animal you want to fuck with. Go look up honey badger don't give a shit on YouTube, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The honey badger is not an animal you want to fuck with. Anything that can get bit by a cobra, get back up and eat the same cobra, is not an animal you want to play around with. But you know, these chicks would rather get lost in the wood with a bear. Imagine they think they'd be safer around a lion too, even though the lion's more likely to eat them too, have them for dinner. But you know, these chicks would rather be in the forest with a bear. But you losing these chicks' logic, they think they're going to be in the forest with a you know panda bear. This is the kind of bear they think that this is probably the kind of bear they think is going to be in the forest that they're going to be forward with. So you know, a bear that's been known not to be that bright. When more than likely, this is the kind of bear they're gonna face. And don't let the size of that bear fool you, ladies. That bear can and will outrun you. Don't let that. Oh. By the way, they can also climb trees. So yeah. But y'all think you're safer with the grizzly bear, huh? Okay. Okay. That's on you. But for those you just might be coming in, if you don't believe me, let's listen to this happen one more time.
I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible because some of y'all are imbeciles, and it shows. A bear will not kidnap me. A bear will not break me. A bear will not dismember my body and leave it in a dumpster for my family to find. A bear will not have sexual intercourse with my unalived body. A bear will not lock me in a basement and make me his sex slave for the next 15 years. The worst a bear can do is kill me. And the way the world is going, is that the worst thing?
Just as an FYI, you do realize that bear is likely going to dismember you and eat you and digest you and crap you out, right? Just as FYI, you do know it's probably going to be a close classic funeral, right? But I know that most of these chicks running their mouth like that haven't even thought that far, unfortunately. And it shows you how poor and pathetic our education system has become. Where these chicks think a bear they're safer in the forest with a bear. Quite frankly, shout out to Dana on TikTok. These chicks, some of these chicks are the bear. There's a black woman on TikTok saying some of these chicks are the bear, and in other words, some of these chicks are the predators. And I'm sorry, but I would have to agree with that statement. I mean, yeah, and yes, that's right. I have not forgotten about Shanquilla Robinson and what happened to that poor young girl. I haven't forgotten about that. And I hope everybody involved has gotten arrested and charged. And I hope they rot in jail for the rest of their life. What happened to this poor young lady was wrong, and it needs to be called out. But they don't want to talk about this. They don't want to talk about this case. They don't want to talk about how this girl got beat by a barracuda, by a black chick that acted like an animal. They don't want to talk about that. But yeah, these chicks actually think they're safer with a bear. You can't make this shit up. So, if anybody wants to come talk to me about this, you could do so now. I just wanted to cover this. Like, share, subscribe if you like the content. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show. But yeah, these chicks feel safer with a bear. They feel safer with a bear, folks. You can't make this. You can't make this crap up. These chicks actually think they feel safer with a bear. They're probably thinking it's a panda bear, but nah, more likely this kind of bear. By the way, interesting fact: I've seen a live stuffed polar bear. When these things stand up, you do realize they're about 18 feet tall, right? And you want to be in the forest with that? Okay. You want to be in the forest with that coming at you? Okay. You want to be in the forest when because some of you chicks like to mess with other people's kids. You want to be in the forest after you didn't mess with that mama bear's cubs? Okay. You're gonna mess around and find out. That's for sure. That's right. Y'all keep playing around. This shows you how low our education has sunk in this country. Just so some crazy elite could stay in power. But it is what it is. Nobody wants to come up. I'm gonna shut down right now. I just want to talk about that for a minute or two because it's crazy. These chicks are so delusional. They would rather be in the forest with a bear that is likely to eat and devour them than deal with a man. A, Probably if they had the right man, they would save their lives and protect them. But these chicks don't want to get with the right man, so that's probably why they're saying what they're saying. But I've done enough talking. Thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified the next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.
Bringing spring vibes from the outside in is easy.